Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing The Last of Us on grounded difficulty mode for the PS4, and it's the remastered version, and this is Bill's town. But this is my town. I kick ass in this town all day long. Every day, all day long. So we have a couple of long videos coming up. Make sure you grab the loot over here. And some fun chapters. So this chapter is Bill's town, or my town, my fucking town. The next chapter is a graveyard, and that chapter after that is a school. So, fun stuff coming up. As I take my few swigs here. Okay. We're going to get the upgraded melee tool up here. And the hardest part of this chapter for me was hanging upside down and shooting, because up until now I haven't taken many shots. In fact, I have used no items, and I don't intend to use too many. You know, I'll be saving up my items quite a lot. What was I doing there? Restart the fucking encounter. Oh God, I'm too sick to edit that out. I'm sorry. I would have put the edit over there. Oh, man. Man. I remarked in the first video that I was in a world of pain, and I am. I need some serious medicine for an injury that I have that never ever ceases to cause me frustration and discomfort. So I'm often in a bad mood when I can't get any medicine stronger than, you know, ibuprofen, which wrecks my stomach. Causes me stomach pain, so I'm sorry about that restarting. That's usually unacceptable to me, but we live and learn, right? We come down here, and a lot of this is looting, basic looting. So there's a brick. Ugh. It's just that, you know, sometimes you can't get into the doctor for quite a while because they're so busy, but I am going. By the time I hear this and listen to it, I'll have my my answer. Okay. There's God damn it. There's two clickers down here. We're going to take this guy out with a brick to the face 3 times. That's going to cause the other one. First grab that bandage, and then come up here, grab the other bottle. And I don't think I take this guy out. I just leave him be. But he stalks me the entire time. So our goal, there's nothing over there to the right. Send him off over there on a goose hunt, and we'll go in this door. There's a shiv door in this town, as well as a safe. You want to get it. And I just finished the graveyard section, and I stealthed it. The first time I let Bill kill all the enemies for me, most of them, which you can do. It just requires a lot of patience. Some really good stuff in here. We have those, and some more stuff too over here. The clickers followed me into this house before and killed me. That's why I say just kind of be careful. Nothing in that drawer. Anything else over here? What's in here? Nothing. You could see through his body if there's something there, but I still move the camera around because I'm impatient and I want to make sure. So where is the clicker? There he is. So, what should you upgrade? That's the question you might have. I think it's important to get the holster upgrades right away. That'll cost you 150 scrap metal pieces, but you should have almost 300 or over 300 if you've gotten more than I. Because when I got to the workbench coming up, I had, I think 293, And I'm sure I've missed some, but I can't see as how I've missed a lot. And then this town always reminds me of The Stand, when Nick Andros sees a dead man in the street, and it's Tom Cullen. And they have that encounter with Julie Lawry. That book is so... There's really no book greater than The Stand, in my opinion. And coming in second, I would probably say It right after that. I mean, those books are so great. But, you know, Stephen King these days is just trash. I bought his new book, and I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't bring myself... I felt that I was getting stupider by reading it. I mean, all of the... Just... It's juvenile writing. It's rife with colloquialisms, slang, and just hipster shit that I hate, so... Anyway, some stuff in here on these here. Okay, what is that? I couldn't see if that was a quarter or half of a piece of tape, but I think the other thing here is the pills. So I think you just eat the leaves. I don't know if they're pills. I don't really see the pills in there, but maybe they're just hiding. So I'm gonna upgrade my maximum health here. I might have wanted to upgrade my weapon sway, because when I got to that hanging upside down situation, it was so exhilarating but so frustrating at the same time, because it's all Dead Space 2's fault, and I've beat that game on hardcore difficulty without any kind of cheating, because I don't even know how to save, do extra saves. Honestly, I don't know how to... You know, whatever they did with Dead Space 3, how you could manipulate the save, I never did that. I don't care about doing that. I want to do it the right way. But in that game, there is a sequence where you're hanging upside down, and it was always the part where, you know, I had gotten all the way up to there, and to die in that section and then be sent to the beginning. But I don't agree with that kind of difficulty anyway. It's not really difficulty, it's kind of artificial. You know, I could see like Devil May Cry for really good players. You know, if you die, you start over. But not a huge campaign like Dead Space anyway. Okay, some scrap metal pieces down here, but that fucking section, it's frustrating. Well, it's hard for me because I'm not used to the shooting in this game, and I haven't taken many shots. I've used no items, like I said, and hanging upside down. I mean, the reticle is in the middle of the screen, but you have to compensate for it by just, you know, you want to aim at their heads. Obviously, it takes the most damage off, but also the reloading, that killed me too. I think you have to use the revolver, but you might want to switch. I mean, it's frustrating. You know, it's hard for that reason, and then it's frustrating because every time you have to wait. There's no loading in this game. I really wouldn't even call it loading. It's so quick that I don't even count it as loading. But every single time you have to wait until he opens the door and he gets dragged up there, and then you talk to Ellie. You know, go cut the rope that's on the refrigerator for the counterweight, and it takes like 45 seconds, and I hated it. I was about to rage, and it's the game's fault for not checkpointing it right where you need to start, and it's my fault for being a bad shot and not familiarizing myself with the shooting mechanic in this game, because it is like Uncharted, but those games, it's just tough. You know, it's not Gears of War. It's not as precise as Gears of War, but this is not Gears of War, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it takes adjusting to. So there's 50 vitamins and something else that I don't know what it is. Maybe a book. And we're just going to be looting. I actually picked up Lords of Shadow 2 for the PC because I really respect and support that game, and I was going to do a guide for Prince of Darkness. I did a couple of chapters, and then it was really only one fight, the final boss, that I'm not satisfied with on that guide, because I used several items, and I would like to go through that game again without using anything. And I know I could. That final boss is really fucking cheap. And I hate the redesign of Satan. I thought he was perfect in Lords of Shadow 1. David Bowie was a perfect voice actor for that. And I don't know. But it does, graphically, it looks a lot better than the consoles. There's one of Bill's traps. And then a shiv door. So I'm going to loot among the refuse here. What is that? A quarter of a bandage? Okay. So I have the ability to upgrade a few things. So I'm going to upgrade a shiv. So I've upgraded my health, even though I can't even see it. And it's, part of me thinks it's kind of futile in this game, because normally when I get hit, like a part of me wants to restart. So I'll probably be meddling with the weapon sway, because I can't stand it the way it is. So that is not the way to go. Body with an arrow in him, we'll be getting an arrow. The bow is ultra powerful in this game. It seems like it's an ineffectual weapon, but it's very good for stealth takedowns. You're going to be using a lot with Ellie, and I imagine you don't even have to pick it up, but maybe they force it on you somehow. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like they force you to pick it up, though. And I'll be crafting more Molotovs than I will be nail bombs. The nail bombs really don't work for me too well. Like, the Molotovs are so much more helpful. But I don't know how many more resources one takes than the other. Part of me thinks the nail bomb would take more resources, but I don't know for sure and cannot confirm it right now. So they're going to give you a target practice over here with one of the clickers. And when you see me shoot upside down, you're going to be seeing a very poor example of shooting. It's embarrassing, but I do not care, because I passed it, and that's all I care about. I don't care about looking like I'm ultra good at that. I think anybody who can just defeat this mode is good enough. So there was an edit right there because I missed him 2 times, and you want to keep redoing this until you get your arrow back. I don't think they give you the arrow back every single time. It's random. So now we're going to be heading up this way. But that was the only time I hit him and I got down here. But when you come over here, there's no bottle down here. So you could potentially be at this checkpoint here, and I don't think they let you go back up the ladder because they're sealing off that part of the world. So if you don't have a bottle, you're out of luck. But you can go through this one and survive. It's the ones that have two of them, 2 lines that you can't survive. So now we're going to go in here. This is the same every single time. You're going to have a runner coming out of you, not coming out of you, but coming out of the bathroom right here. So you hold up here right there, throw it, and hit him 1 time. And we've used the kill, the fatal blow of that particular, that's all there is in that house, by the way. And we've used the fatal blow. So now we just have this, which has its integrity of, like 6 hits, 5 or 6 hits. I don't think there's anything in that truck. Just throw the bricks at those 2 nail bombs. There's another nail bomb right here. Some valuable ammo. And for this, get the brick and just stand back when you throw it. And then we'll be meeting up with Bill. But I'll show you where... Well, first of all, open the drawer next to the door. There is something in there, I remember. 4 bullets. And this part here, I've edited the whole waiting sequence out, but this was really pissing me off. So there's 3 points of entry through those doors, see it? And I wouldn't recommend trying to get headshots because, you know, if you're trying to line a headshot up, you're taking too much time up. But if you want to, go for it. I'm just saying that body shots usually are the best. I was getting killed here in the reloads. That was killing me a lot because if they grab you, it's just over. And I don't think there is any checkpoint. But once you kill the first batch of enemies, the clickers are the ones that have the most durability. Let's see. You have infinite ammo, just like on Dead Space. But once the screen pans back a little bit, like, they're grabbing Ellie quite a bit over here, and I was expecting to get grabbed a lot, but it eases up. I don't know how else to say it, but it felt to me like it was easing up a little bit, and they weren't throwing so many people at me, and they were letting me save Ellie when I needed to. So if I were you, I would probably come here and just reload it. Reload the gun before you even do this, because it's possible that you can start this and have to reload. And you might even be able to use a revolver if you don't like this gun. So here they're grabbing Ellie. And I thought I'm dead because clickers or somebody's going to come over and get me to the right. But I just said, you know, do with me what you will, game. I trust you enough to do the right thing and not fuck me over so badly. In this game, it doesn't. It really doesn't, except for throwing you back before that section every time you die here. And I died 6 or 7 times. Maybe even more, maybe 10 times. Probably 8 to 10 times. So, it's just, I hate this. I really fucking hate this. But I mean, look how generous it is. Nobody's attacking me from the right, and they're giving me enough opportunity to save her. And visually speaking, I'm not impressed with this game. I thought I was going to be floored when I looked at this, but I've never been impressed with it. Not on the PS3 and not on the PS4. I thought this remastered version would look even better, especially with 60 frames, but I don't notice anything. Now, be sure to press the square button. I'm not sure what the checkpoint, how far back it was right there, but failing there would be really shitty, especially over here too. I'm not sure if you get a checkpoint. So where are we going? That was the wrong way. I was just really fearful of getting grabbed over here because I didn't want them to throw me back so far. And then the problem of when you're with Bill is that he's great at killing enemies, even though he takes a while to do it most of the times. But you always have to wait for him to open the doors because he's the one with the key. So this sequence here, just back off and just watch out for that clicker, run past him, and then it's just him. So don't waste any items over here, definitely. Then when you get in here, you get a cutscene. It'll be the next part, which I've kept in, and there's Bill's map to pick up. There's a melee tool, and in here it looks like a workbench, but it's not. Or one of those upgrade benches. It's not. The workbenches / upgrade benches, they have a lamp on them. And make sure you do not forget to get this. It's a training manual. Shivs upgraded. I don't really use the shivs though, but you know, don't miss. You know, you never know. So I've kept all this in here, and we're just gonna be looting. It's funny. The interactions with Joel, or the kid, and Bill, very funny. He's so mistrustful of her. So, what it was, a hunter's note. I don't know. I don't even know what those are for. Probably just to buy bonuses or for multiplayer. And then anything in that the water heater room, nothing in there. No door right there. Just standard looting stuff that has to be done for, you know, if you want to survive on this difficulty mode. I mean, you could still survive, but it wouldn't be as enjoyable or fun because you'd be struggling too much. I do think this is a challenging game. So where are we going? Okay, I believe I'm keeping in the fight. Yeah, we're going all the way up to the graveyard. So this is a long chapter, but I have no problem sitting here and narrating 30 minutes worth of video. That's not even very long in my opinion. Pull the mic a little forward. There we go. Fuck you, Bill. Fuck you. My town, bitch. So nothing in that kitchen. This was pretty funny.
He's busy.
He's a butcher, that's for sure. Okay, now I'm going to check behind this counter and make sure there's nothing here. Can't try to mantle over that counter. It wouldn't let me. In this part here, yeah. All I could say is get a brick first. Pick up a brick so that it checkpoints you with a brick. And we'll have a couple of, maybe just one runner. But this is a punching match. If they ever shove you, counter with the triangle button and then proceed with the square button. So we need to get away from that clicker. What I didn't really want to do here was use the melee weapon, but I knew that the only other situation ahead was a school fight, so I mean I can handle that. But for the graveyard section, if you don't want to stealth it, Bill can kill all the enemies, but it might take you about 20 minutes, and there's always a chance that you can get grabbed. Okay, so I knew there was nothing in that room, but I still had to check it. And then when we come up here, we'll be going through the storm cellar up here, and then following Bill, picking up a nail bomb, doing some more looting. And I've left a crafting section up ahead, but I've sped it up because I was deliberating a lot. So we have a shotgun, and we get a free nail bomb up here. If you don't know what nail bombs are, they're basically proximity mines, which if they go undetonated when you throw them, you know, if the enemies happen to not walk by them, you can pick them up again and you won't have wasted it. As it says right there, undetonated bombs can be retrieved. So there is some valuable stuff over here. So I'm going to craft another Molotov. I'm never going to be. Yeah, these healing kits. I'm not sure if I should do that anymore. Yeah, that's the limit for that. I just don't want to have supplies wasted. So definitely pick up this toolbox. It enables you to buy buy skills at higher levels, but we can only buy skill level 1 upgrades at this point. So anything over here? Quarter of a piece of cloth, and there's nothing over here I remember. The upgrades that I mentioned, if you remember, I do expend 150 to get these slots. So there's 1, there's 2, and I think what I was focusing on here is fire rate and clip capacity, and then I saved some just for a future purchase. So we're making our way through this campaign pretty well. Bill's our guide. Now we're going to go upstairs. And the only other thing that I believe is up here is in Bill's room. And it's some pills, so you definitely need those. So his room is over here. So we have a letter, a bomb's note, and the pills should be on his little desk. There we go. And the next section will be the graveyard and everything else after that, leading up until the high school fight outside of the high school and the actual high school. Everything up until Pittsburgh. So I'll see you in Pittsburgh. Well, I won't see you there, but that video will see you there. See ya.
Look, there's a school.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.